Welcome back to the channel. Kind of fill you in on what's been going on. So we have the engine tore out of the 08 here we just bought. It's over here on the stand. We started doing some tunes on it, a couple of boosted launches, a couple hard hits and stuff like that. And we started hearing a knock later on in the day. Well, we kind of went into panic mode and needed to know what was going on. So we threw in a set of injectors that might have been, causing the problem, but it wasn't that. Isolated the torque converter bolts from the flex plate, which thought maybe would isolate it a little bit better, but really it didn't. So anyways, got a second opinion, thought it might have been the rod bearing. So we pulled the engine out and well, it's not the rod bearing. Rod bearing looks marginally okay. A little bit of a mark there in the center. Nothing crazy. Definitely not the problem. This is number 6, by the way. So anyways, pull the flex plate off and yep, it's cracked. All the way around there. All the way. So, kind of sucks. Got a lot of time taking this thing out when we just bought this thing, and we kind of wanted to just throw all of our money into suspension for it. So now we have to put it back together, but gives us an opportunity to fix a few things on it. Had a broken bolt here for the exhaust manifold. Already got it out, wasn't too bad. Oil pan was leaking, and the drain tube for the turbo's leaking as well. So we're gonna go ahead and we got a pile of expensive Cummins parts here. Got a fancy new style metal gasket, which was unbelievably expensive, but maybe it won't leak this time. So anyways, we're gonna move on and lick our wounds, put it back together, put it back in the truck, and go from there. Hopefully this is the last big thing we got to worry about until we throw on some special suspension components. But and then we might throw together a long block for it, just because I have enough pieces and parts here to do so. I got pretty much an entire engine minus a crankshaft. Got a set of rods. Pretty cheap, can build it cheaper than what a reman or buying direct from a manufacturer that does that kind of stuff. So we might do that down the road and see, just so the truck has a new heart basically. Got to clean up a little bit of stuff in here while it's apart. Just kind of make it shiny, because I like shiny things, even though the truck's not very shiny. Got a pile of scrap metal here with some leveling pucks that we might paint up and throw on there just to clear these 35s a little bit better. They rub at full lock. But yeah, so hopefully this weekend we'll have a engine back in this truck and be back up on the road driving it. That's the whole point in buying the dang thing, but we'll see. And then we have a transmission to put into this bad boy. I'll do a video on that as well. We got a full billet blah 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 coming from BD Diesel. Should be here Tuesday. We got a fancy shifter and some coolers we gotta mount up back here somewhere, and then a big pile of garbage. But there's some drivetrain components down there we have to modify to make it all fit, but that'll be another video, and I'll try to go over it as much as I can, being that I've never done a manual valve body or that kind of deal, being this truck used to be a 6-speed manual not 6 months ago. So we'll see where that goes. We got to go out and race it this year, hopefully get some track time on it, Got to change out the tires and some other things. But again, there'll be a bunch of videos on it. I just kind of wanted to update where we were with the '08 because, you know, we just bought it and here it is in a billion pieces. So we'll catch you when we get it back together, and hopefully there'll be some more updates when that time comes. Thanks for checking out the channel. Spread us around if you haven't already, and I'll try to keep decent content like this coming if this is what you want. Maybe leave a comment if you prefer a little bit more in depth about stuff. We're always tearing random stuff apart. Got a few trucks coming in this next week for drivetrain stuff and engine stuff, and we got some industrial things to do, so definitely would do videos on that if that's what you want to see. Anyways, thanks for checking out the channel, and stick around. Thanks for stopping by.